Don't get tricked out your position, gang. But my name is Rod. I'm a 17-year-old content creator and entrepreneur. I have my own clothing brand. In today's video, I want to talk about don't get tricked out your position. And I feel like this can apply to a lot of different factors in life, you know what I'm saying, whatever you're doing. But this is something I feel like a lot of people need to hear, you know, a lot of people, quote unquote, crash outs, menace of society need to hear, you know what I'm saying, or just anybody in general, because what you'll realize is certain people that are jealous of your predicament that you're in and your situation that you are in will try and trick you out your position. So in today's video, I'm going to be explaining to you why you shouldn't get tricked out your position and how to prevent that from happening. You know what I'm saying? So, with all that being said, get some popcorn, get your notebook, take out some notes, and let's get straight into the video. But getting tricked out your position, I'm gonna give y'all a little example of something that actually happened today. Y'all follow the NBA, y'all heard about Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier, and what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna speak too much on it, but just know they got tricked out their position because they was being greedy for trying to get some more money or whatever. They was being greedy and they got tricked out their position. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can really apply that with anything. But main thing I really see in like today's world, it's just mental. Because I was talking about this on my TikTok live. I was talking about weird people going to do weird things. So when you see a weird person trying to take you off your path to what you're trying to do, you know what I'm saying? What you have to go in there and realize is, bro, that's all they trying to do, bro. You cannot overreact in that situation. What I mean by that is some people be so trying to get revenge, trying to make sure they prove a point to that person, and it'd be like, bro, you putting your energy towards the wrong thing. And I see that a lot of times in school, like somebody may say something, put these folks say something about their name or whatever, or anything like that, and then they be ready to go do something and go handle it, which I mean, I understand, but when you handle it, you done trick yourself out your position. Now you gotta go to alternative school and shit like that for no reason over some BS. You know what I'm saying? That's something I realized and I really took strongly. Like, so that's why if you know me in real life, you know I don't really be overreacting to stuff. Like, even if folks say stuff, I be chilling. If it's about me. Like, if it's about me, I'm really chilling for real. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no situation nobody talk about anybody else. But, like, about me, I'm chilling. But you cannot get tricked out your situation. I'm telling you that. But with all that being said, I'm going to give y'all some ways that I personally developed that mindset. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, let's get into it. Number one I got is do what satisfy you. Because a lot of times when you don't do what satisfy you, you're going to start realizing you're going to start following to the names that people may call you, you know. Because say if somebody does something like, let's say this. I'm put you in a perspective, right? Let's say you a senior in high school, you about to graduate, you about to go to college, you about to, everything about to be good on you. You know what I'm saying? And then you have this one person, they putting you in drama, saying shit about your name that ain't true. You see what I'm saying? Once they start saying the stuff about your name that ain't true, you go, just like I would expect any regular human to, go check them about it, go see what they on, check the temperature about it. But boom, when you check the temperature, you done lashed out and crashed out and whooped their ass. Now you got charges on you. Now you got your records then messed up. Now you're damn not going to college no more. And it's just a whole bunch of bad stuff that can come from it. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing I see a lot of people do is they don't want to be labeled a B word. You feel me? And I feel like once you start getting out that mindset of being labeled a B word, and you're in that mindset of let me do what's best for me in this situation, you're going to start realizing the difference. Because the people that labels you a B word, if you go do something about it, they're going to brag, be like, oh yeah, such and such did this, ooh, for about a day. I'm telling you, for about a day or two. Then after that, you're going to have to deal with the repercussions. Are that cool? That junk that was cool, it ain't cool no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people got to realize, you know, because a lot of people, you secretly don't know it, but you're actually doing stuff for people's validation. Like, you're not doing stuff for you. You're doing stuff for others' validation. And I feel like that's one of the main things how people get tricked out their position is they don't actually do it for themselves. And you got to realize in life, bro, you got to do shit for yourself because you don't, these folks will lead you down a dark path, a dark road. And another thing I do is like, bro, y'all probably gonna think it's cliche, but really just breathe in and breathe out. Just chill and think about what can go wrong in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Think of what I'm really risking in this situation. Because sometimes the risk to reward ratio do not be good. Like, boom, you got some 17-year-old saying you cool at whatever you're doing. Or like, boom, you stand on business or whatever. And then right here, you know, you don't have college no more. That's out the picture. You got a record now and all this other stuff. So you got to think of it like long term and deeper. You know, I feel like a lot of people don't think about it long term, and they don't think about it deeper, and that's how you get tricked out of your position. That's even how I think Terry Rozier and Chauncey got tricked out of their position. Now, there was money based. It wasn't like, no, they got in a fight or nothing like that, but it was like money based. But it's like, gang, you would have stayed on an extra year. You could have made all that money that you made off that poker or whatever you was doing, bro. You could have made all that money off NBA, another renewal of your NBA contract, things like that. So it's just things like that, you know, you really got to think about and really like make sure you're on the right path when it comes to that. Because a lot of times people will lead you to a stray. And even them, it was probably pressure between family members, you know, trying to provide for them, thinking they can make more money and all this stuff. So they find another gateway. And it's a sad situation overall. You know, I feel like it's definitely not the smartest thing to do, for sure. But with all that being said, that's going to wrap up today's video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. I love every single one of y'all, and I'll see y'all folks tomorrow. Goodbye.